So my name is Isabel and I am from Central Point, which is down in Southern Oregon, about 3.5 hours from here. And I graduated from Crater High School in 2021, took a gap year to serve as a state officer for the Oregon FFA Association, and I am now a freshman here at Corban. And I, during the time that this dinner takes place, will be in Indianapolis, Indiana at the National FFA Convention and Expo. So during National Convention, I actually have the unique role this year to represent the Western region of the United States on the National Nominating Committee, which means that I am one of 9 students on the committee that will be electing the next team to serve the National FFA organization. So my committee and I will be interviewing 35 candidates from all across the country, and 6 of those will be the ones that end up serving the National FFA for the next year, which is really exciting, and it's a really big honor and a role that I never saw myself being in, so prayers are appreciated. I originally didn't even know that Corban was in Oregon, but I was contemplating where I should go to college because I knew I wanted to pursue a degree in agriculture, but I also really wanted to grow in my faith. It wasn't until my ag teacher back in February told me that Corban was starting an ag program, so I looked into it. I set up a meeting with Dr. Nelson and was immediately hooked, came and toured Corban, and when I toured, the first thing that my family and I noticed was that every single person on this campus that we passed smiled at us. And it was just such a positive environment to be in, and I knew that going to a place that was in Oregon, where I could study agriculture and grow in my faith, those were the 3 most important things for me, and I definitely knew that this was where God was leading me. During my first week of the semester here at Corban, I was sitting in chapel and I heard a sentence from one of the sermons that really stuck with me since then, and it was about being willing to give up your story to live out His. And that stuck with me because I see that on campus all the time, and I notice that other students have that mentality as well, of I have all these big dreams going into college, and there are so many uncertainties about the future and about where we end up going after this. But God will always be there, and He will always be ready to let His will for us play out in our lives, no matter what that looks like, as long as we will be obedient to Him. And that is probably the biggest way that I've seen but God play out on this campus.